hope you can see this well. So the first question, of course, do you translate in your head? If the answer is no, well, congratulations. Maybe you should turn off this video and go read some Shakespeare. But if you're like a lot of my students, the answer is yes. Maybe not 100% of the time, but enough. Enough where speaking and understanding would be easier if this was not true. So if yes, then the first question I have for you is, were you a good student? And by good, I mean really good. Were you the kind of student that always had to get a good grade? In the US, we say A students. Or in the UK, they use percentage. So maybe you always had to get 95% or 100%. And if you didn't get a really good grade, you were upset and sad. So if that is yes, then you suffer from, this is cause number one, 100% disease. So everything must be perfect. You must get 100%. Okay, that's origin number one. But let's say that's not you. So the next question I would ask is, did you memorize translations? So in school, or maybe even now, when you wanted to learn a new word, did you learn the word in your native language on this side of the page, and then the English translation on this side? So did you practice translating? Did you memorize the translations? Very common method in school. I did it with French. Not ideal, because if that is you, then you may have the second origin, which is translation disease. You suffer from translation disease. So you always have to translate. You have this habit. And that's the second origin, the second root problem. But maybe that's not you. So what else could it be? So next question is, do you know the, let's call them, I'll just abbreviate it, the high frequency 2000? This is the list of approximately 2,000 most common, most valuable words in English. I've written some blog posts on this. I have a product called the Tokyo List where you can get these words, download these words. Basically, if you know these words, you can understand, you have the words that will allow you to understand about approximately 92% of all spoken English. So really, really valuable words. Again, the most commonly used, the highest frequency, most commonly used words in the English language. Very valuable, absolutely necessary starting point for understanding and communicating. So if that is your problem, if you don't know these words, or if you just have a poor vocabulary in general, then I would say you have the third cause, which is low vocab disease. So much harder to think in English if you just simply don't have the words to think in English. Okay, that's number 3. And one more, number 4. If you, in fact, do have a good vocabulary, you know at least these 2,000 words, but you still translate in your head, then the fourth possible origin could be that you have low input disease. So one of the basic ideas I teach in my addiction method training, which is what you get when you become a society member, is that it is absolutely critical to have an daily English routine, because input and output are directly related. It's very hard to be a good speaker, which is output, if there's not a lot of input. So that is also can be connected to the translation problem. Okay. Well, I hope that made sense. I hope now you have a better understanding of what might possibly be your root problem for the translation habit or translation disease, as I call it. Okay, thank you for watching. Leave your comments below. Which one of these problems do you have? Or do you have another problem maybe that I didn't mention? Let me know. And if you want to join us Thursday, if you're a member of the society, go to the members page. You'll see the link with the times. If you're not a member, why not join? It's $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. That is super cheap. That is less than coffee, less than gas in most countries. So join, leave your comments, and I will see you in your inbox in the next lesson, Vitamin V lesson tomorrow. Have a great day.